Hello everyone. Last night was a pretty good show. Basically, it featured the beginning was Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk and Mick Foley, and then Laurinaitis in there too. Basically, Mick Foley was saying that he wanted to be in the Royal Rumble because his kids wanted to see him one last time in action, and then Ziggler said that he didn't really want to see that because he was basically taking a spot, for a young talent, and Mick Foley just needed to go away, and then CM Punk came, and then he said that it would be nice if Foley were to win the Royal Rumble because then he could face, CM Punk at WrestleMania, and that would be a pretty cool match. And then Laurinaitis came out, and then he said that Mick Foley wasn't gonna have a Royal Rumble appearance. So I thought I was a little sad about that. And then we had Epico and Primo facing Air Boom for the title because they had won it, the previous day at a live show. And then they did end up winning, retaining the title, and it was a pretty short match, and I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. Then we had a match. It was Dolph Ziggler, and it wasn't Dolph Ziggler. It was Jack Swagger versus Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder was injured, and then he wasn't supposedly medically clear to perform, and he came out and he got his ass whooped really bad. He actually kicked out of I think they are two power bombs. I don't know what Swagger calls his move. He kicked out of two of them, and I was pretty impressed by that because he was hurt and all that, hurt. And then basically Swagger he got him again with another Swagger bomb. That's what it's called. Hit him on the third one. He eventually won, and that was pretty much bye-bye for Ryder. We also had another match with Brodus Clay, which was pretty cool. He faced JTG, and when he first came out, I believe it was last week. He really grew on me, and I liked him a lot. And I thought he's a fun character, and he won the match. It was a squash match, and he won, and I was really happy about that. So then we also had Cena, which was a pretty interesting angle there. Cena and had a match, with Jack Swagger after Jack Swagger had won the U.S. title, so Jack Swagger was pulling out double duty. And then Jack Swagger, I don't even think the match started, and John Cena just kicked the crap out of Jack Swagger. He basically just I remember he he threw him against some steps, and then he it looked like he was gonna step on him, but he didn't do that. He got the little small steps that go on top of the big steps, and he was gonna throw it at his head, I think. And then Kane came out and saying that it was nice to see. Well, he didn't say it was nice, but he said that he could see that John Cena was embracing the hate, and by the Royal Rumble time would come, John Cena would have fully embraced the hate. So then we also had a Divas match. It was Alicia Fox and Kelly versus the Vela Twins, and then this was the cameo appearance for Perez Hilton, and wow, he really got booed, and I was like, wow. And then he was acting all gay and stuff because I think he is gay anyways. So that's not really that important. And then for the main event, it was Dolph Ziggler, Mark Henry, and David Otunga versus Y2J, CM Punk, and Daniel Bryan. Now I didn't really pay attention to it because at the beginning I didn't think like anything at all. But then before the match started, I'm like, wait a second, this is Chris Jericho and CM Punk on the same team. That's interesting. I thought it was interesting too that the announcers, Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, they didn't say anything about wow, excited, the best in the world, two of the best in the world, or in the ring in the same match or anything. They didn't say nothing like that. So I was like, okay. So basically, Daniel Bryan, started to get his last whoop, blah blah blah, and then he ended up making a tag to Jericho, and then the crowd was going absolutely crazy, and then he just kept on. He was doing some bunch of crazy stuff to get the crowd pumped up, and and then he touched CM Punk. He tapped Daniel Bryan back in, and Daniel Bryan actually how do you call it? He came in and he was really surprised, and Chris Jericho left, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty crazy right there. So the match ended up being CM Punk ended up winning because after Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan had left because they were beating each other up, Mick Foley had came, and then he told the referee that Laurinaitis allowed him to be in the match. So the referee was like, okay, and then Mick Foley hit Otunga with a DDT and the mandible claw. and then they ended up winning. And then Laurinaitis came out, and he told Mick Foley he never told him to be in the match. So they reversed the ending of the match, and the other team ended up winning. And then CM Punk got like angry at that, and he started telling like Laurinaitis like a bunch of things, and he told him that basically that he will never be like as good as CM Punk was, and that CM Punk has had more success in the past year than Laurinaitis ever had in his whole career, and that just made Laurinaitis really angry and all that, like anybody would think. And then CM Punk just told him that he knew he was gonna that Laurinaitis was gonna screw him over at the Royal Rumble, but CM Punk said that he would know that like he will still like be the better man and he'll still be better and all that. So he did end up leaving, and then once he left, Laurinaitis got really angry, and then he started talking to Mick Foley and telling him a bunch of stuff, and Foley said to admit that he was gonna screw not John Cena, CM Punk at the Royal Rumble, and then he did admit, which I thought was interesting because now like there won't be any surprise at all. So, but they probably have something in store there. So yeah, that was a pretty good show. I thought Y2J is he's gonna keep on, milking his return that's been for like about 3 weeks now, and I think it was an interesting show, and I think it actually would be a better thing instead of having Y2J versus CM Punk to have them team up. I think that'll be pretty good. And then eventually they break up before WrestleMania comes around and they have the feud at WrestleMania. But I think that'll be interesting and all that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for watching the other videos if you did watch it. And just have a nice day, and if you want me to talk about anything, you can always give me a comment or send me a message. And yeah, I'm gonna go watch The Voice. Peace.